Welcome back.
To Marriage Beyond the Veil. All right, so today I went outside and it's so sunny. And we were talking about how blinding the sun's been like this week. I mean, it's just been crazy. And, I have transitions. So when I go outside, they slowly transition to a sunshade, right? The problem is that I don't really always realize that they have transitioned. And so then when I go back inside, and especially if I have to run back in real quickly, I'm like, what is wrong with my eyes? Why can't I see? And it's because they have transitioned to shades. But I can't tell that because they transition slowly.
Interesting. So, what I'm understanding you to say is there can be transitions in your relationship, and because it happens slowly, one may not notice
That's right.
the change.
Yeah.
And that could be a positive or a negative, right?
This is true. I mean, it can be something as simple as, for me as a woman, one of the things that a lot of times happens as we get older, we might start gaining a little weight, slowly gaining a little weight, and then you realize, oh, wow, I'm 5 sizes bigger than I was when I got married. It can be a slow transition.
Well, it happens for us too.
Yeah, it does, and y'all lose it faster too. Anyway, it's a little shady. All right, and then other slow transitions can be, how you feel about one another.
Ooh. Over a period of time, slowly transition from something wonderful to not so wonderful, or vice versa.
Yeah, people say I fell out of love. Well,
slow transition.
A slow transition.
But how does one fall out of love? Is that a thing? Really?
Yeah, I mean,
what
do you think?
Well, because my thing is, did you fall in love? We use those terms, right?
That's true.
Fall
That's true.
in and fall out. Does one ever really fall in love? I think it's an attraction. I think it's a process. But I personally think if you love someone, I don't necessarily ascribe to the idea that you can fall out of love. There could be things about a person that irritate you and frustrate you, and you may have to be required to work more at a relationship, and you don't want to do the work.
Okay. I agree.
But I believe if you authentically love someone, there is no falling out of love. Well, we just grew apart. What does that mean?
Well, it means, like you said, they didn't put in the work. They weren't communicating about the way that they were feeling. So, if I'm in a relationship, and even with you, if I want to spend more time with you, but I never tell you that I want to spend more time with you, and you're
or make yourself available.
Or make myself available,
Right.
then it's never going to happen. So you can't really get angry at the other person if I didn't communicate what I was feeling
And
in
make
the
an
moment
effort.
and make an effort to make the change.
Yeah. So, this, I do believe things can transition. Okay. I want to be clear about that. So, the way you feel about a person can be a transitional kind of an experience. The way you stop feeling about a person. But I believe if you love someone, then it's going to be a motivating factor for you to do whatever you need to do to make certain that you're going to be able to enjoy the journey.
And that's true. I agree. Because, there's a show called The Indian Matchmaker that I love. And one of the things is, she takes the characteristics and the personality traits of these people and she puts them together.
Okay.
Right. And so even though they may not initially have this strong attraction to each other, she says that over time, because they are, in the same mindset, that they will learn to love each other even more so. And that would be like a slow transition into falling into love with someone, based on just what she
Becoming,
right,
learning to
love one,
falling,
and appreciating the positive attributes and accepting the negative attributes of that person.
Because we all have them.
Yes, we do.
We all have them. There, we all have our own idiosyncrasies, our shortcomings, our strengths. So again, it's about choosing. Okay, is this a person I want to be on the journey with?
Right.
And if not, then okay. Choose wisely someone that you do want to be, because regardless of who you're on the journey with, and regardless of how long you've been on the journey or you will be on the journey,
Right.
you're going to have to do the work. In the immortal words of Tim Gunn, make it work.
Make it work.
Yeah.
Slow
Make it work.
transition.
Until tomorrow, if the Lord says the same.
Have a good evening.